Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles. Today we have a pretty damn spectacular game for you, played by Ninob here in the Tier 5 T-67 American tank destroyer on the Muravanka map. It's a Tier 5 battle, and well, we should all know by now just how good a machine the T-67 is in the hands of an experienced player. But we should probably address the elephant in the room right now, because I know people are going to have a thing or two to say about it in the comments. Yes, Ninob has a 100% gold ammunition loadout, and not only that, he's fully loaded with premium consumables too. But the reason for that is because he's going for his third mark of excellence in the T-67. Again, a third mark of excellence on any vehicle is not easy. You have to achieve a combined average direct and assistance damage greater than 95% of everybody else playing the same vehicle over the last 2 weeks, and only your most recent 100 battles count. So I think it's fairly safe to conclude that the driver of the 14TP up there is probably not going to be earning even his first mark of excellence in this battle. And probably not the driver of that T28 either. I've taken control of the camera in the replay here, by the way, so we could observe the demise of his teammates. And oh, actually, we better give him control of the camera back, because he's spotted his first victim. Yeah, that's right, you've just been hit twice, so move out from behind cover. It must be 14TP day. Next victim, an M5 Stewart, just poking out from behind cover. First shot misses, and this guy at least has the common sense to move back behind cover when he's getting shot. No, wait for it. There it is. Yeah, long shot, blew his tracks off, doesn't appear to have a repair kit, or doesn't know how to use the repair kit, and there's victim number 2. But wait, it's time for victim number 3, a Sol 42, who's attempting to get back into cover, but shot number 2 blows his tracks off, and he also doesn't appear to be able to afford a repair kit. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking here. Exactly how difficult can it be in a T-67, which is a borderline overpowered vehicle, loaded up with premium consumables and gold ammo, to run up a cricket score against a bunch of Tier 5 noobs? Exactly how hard can it be to obtain a mark of excellence in a vehicle, even a third mark of excellence, under these circumstances? And that's a very good question. But the thing is, he's not competing against all of the other Tier 5 noobs in this particular battle. He's competing against all of the other players in T-67s over the entire course of the last 2 weeks, who were also trying to earn marks of excellence. He's got to get a score that's better than 95% of them. And you can bet your ass that they're all using premium ammo and premium consumables, so if he wants to compete against them, he pretty much has to do the same. Well, he doesn't have to, but since he's going for a challenge that only the top 5% of the player base in this vehicle are ever going to achieve, it makes sense to give yourself every possible advantage. Also, did you see how close that artillery crater was to him there? I'm amazed he took no damage from it. Now remember, to get that third mark of excellence, combined spotting and direct damage has to be greater than 95% of all the other people playing this same machine over the course of the last 2 weeks. So the tier of battle that you're going to be playing in makes a difference. If you get a Tier 7 battle, there's a lot more hit points available to be taken on the enemy team, but they're Tier 7 vehicles, it's going to be harder to do the damage. Getting yourself into a Tier 6 battle with this kind of premium loadout is probably the sweet spot, but in a Tier 5 battle like this, while it's easier to get the kills, there just isn't as much health available on the enemy team. And half of the enemy tanks are dead already. Of course, he's responsible for more than half of those dead enemy tanks, and he's not far short of 2,000 damage already. But at the same time, the irony of going after this kind of achievement means that you really don't want a team that's too good, because they're going to get all of the kills and damage. On the other hand, you don't want them to be too bad, because you're in a T-67 and it can't take a hit. You need enough teammates to stay alive and getting shot at while you're not, in order to be able to capitalise on your teammates' health bars, in order to farm that damage. So it's kind of tricky. You don't want your teammates to all just die straight away, but you don't want them to really ruffle stomp the enemy team either. You need a team that's bad, but only just a little bit more bad than the enemy team, if that makes sense. I think Ninob might be getting his wish, because his remaining teammates are dropping like flies. And he's fallen back to take advantage of that KV-1's armour and health pool. And he's going to be relying on enemy tanks getting spotted by that KV-1 when they shoot at him. The only problem is that while the KV-1 is a very good tank, it's got the view range of Ray Charles. So he's going to be relying on the enemy team not being very subtle when attacking that KV-1. Kind of like that. And of course this is keeping the KV-1 alive, although there's somebody else shooting at him who appears to at least understand how the concealment mechanics work and seems to have a very good gun and might in fact be the T-67 on the enemy team. Oh no, it was the enemy AT-2. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. He's going to have to spot his own targets now. Oh, wait, AT-2's broken cover with the death of... and there's the enemy T-67. This is not good. This is not good at all. So the T-67 is flanking round and the AT-2 is very, very slow. So he's fallen back because he only really wants to fight one of these at a time. Oh, balls. Yeah, he's got enemies on 3 sides. And he's just lost yet another teammate. That just leaves him and the artillery. And that's a KV-1. And this, of course, is where the premium ammo comes in. Very, very useful. He's lost sight of the KV-1. Oh, is he still there? He's going to risk another shot. Yep, he's got him. And then disaster strikes. But hang on, 76 damage. Stock turret. That's the 57mm gun. That is not another mark of excellence, farmer. That was just a regular Joe grinding his way up the American tank destroyer line, as was fairly apparent not just by the stock nature of his vehicle but also his tactics. That 57mm gun fires a lot faster than this 76mm gun, and yet, because he drove past him, couldn't get his turret turned around, he only got to fire the one shot. Now, the AT-2, if he's paying the slightest bit of attention, has to know that Ninob is here, and he was just popping up and trying to keep him spotted for the artillery, who doesn't appear to be willing to risk taking a shot. So Ninob goes for it himself, manages to immobilise him. Got to keep moving though because there's still artillery on the enemy team, and it's going to take one more shot. And he's managed to kill the AT-2 as well. So, 9 kills, more than 3,000 damage. But now he has a bit of a problem. Take a look at his ammunition. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But wait, all is not lost. Remember, to get that third mark of excellence, it's more direct and spotting or assistance damage than 95% of everybody else playing the T-67 over the course of the last 2 weeks. So all he has to do is spot, because he still has artillery left alive on his team. So that's what he's doing. So, you know, I'm just dropping hints here, but artillery, if you'd like to actually shoot at that Su-5. Okay, we'll spot it again. A great personal risk to ourselves, I might hasten to add. Look, it's right there. And there's a distinct lack of death and destruction raining down from the skies in the general direction of that Su-5, isn't there? Now, maybe this is just a coincidence, but the friendly birch gun hasn't moved or done anything since the enemy KV-1 died. He's just retreated to that corner and done nothing. It's possible that he's lost his connection, but I think it's probably more likely to just quit the match in disgust when they were the only 2 tanks left alive and it looked certain that they were all going to die. And Ninob is coming to this conclusion himself, and so has to take matters into his own hands. Now, he was quite lucky there. As the Su-5 shoots and misses, his own tracks got taken off in the RAM, so he uses the repair kit instantly to get moving again. But he was very lucky that the 60G fake tank also appeared to be as AFK as the birch gun on his own team, but the Su-5 very definitely isn't. And he can't afford to take another RAM. He was lucky to survive the RAM with the 60G FT. He will not survive a RAM with the Su-5. But the birch gun isn't going to shoot him because he's AFK. And it's at this point that Ninob is struck by the sudden realisation that he doesn't actually need to survive the round with the Su-5. As long as there are no enemy tanks left alive, and he has one surviving teammate, whether that one surviving teammate is AFK or not. So, now for the moment of truth. Did he get that third mark of excellence? Did he 3-mark the T-67? Yeah, of course he did. Well, I say of course he did. he had to do more than 3,500 damage in a tier 5 vehicle. I mean, I do more than 3,500 damage in a tier 10 vehicle, and I feel like I've had a good game. So if you're thinking of trying to 3-mark the T67, well, this is the kind of game that you have to play. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Ninob, congratulations on your achievement. 11 kills, 3,500 damage, and you got the last 2 kills without any ammunition in your tank. Now you can take a rest and give your credit card a break and go back to using regular ammunition in your T67. Congratulations on the achievement. Everybody else, I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.